Hi, I'm Jeremy Mason McGraw, and I'm the inventor of Halumin. One of the early tests I made with Halumin was at the Branson Shipwreck Museum of a time-worn Spanish pieces of 8. I was blown away by the detail that Halumin's open cylindrical light could capture from the coin, even the details that were not visible in natural light. I suspected that Halumin might be useful for coin photography, but I'm not a coin collector, and I could only guess at the needs of a real coin professional. Enter Dean Kinzer at Kinser Coins. We recently spent the afternoon learning together how Halumin could be used as a valuable tool for coin collectors and dealers alike to easily capture the details of these little pieces of history that you could hold in your hand. As Dean began unboxing and setting up his Halumin Studio set, I was struck with the passion that he had for the role that coins have played throughout history.
Romans made denarius coins or coins, and they only had deities on the front. As the Roman civil wars took place in 49 BC to 42 BC, Julius Caesar broke the mold and put his face on a coin. And so that kind of changed the course of history. And then every emperor after that had his bust, and then that kind of grew into the British and all of the other succession empires.
It would have been easy to talk for hours about the historical significance of some of the items in Dean's collection. But we were here on a mission, and that mission couldn't start until we set up Dean's studio set. Dean's setup is powered by 2 LEDs, and it was a treat to be there for him to open it for the first time.
We get some nice packaging.
Thanks, buddy.
Whoop.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
We got the Halumin H18 set up on stands so that he could hold one coin in his hand while simultaneously recording images and video of it with his phone.
So I'm curious from your perspective, like, what are you really looking for to get when you're showing these coins?
So anything that highlights the beauty of the coin is infinitely valuable, right? I'm obviously a part of the Facebook groups. And so there's a lot of people that come on and are like, hey, I don't even know how to do it.
I was interested to learn that many collectors struggle with getting good images and video of their coins. If you're not a professional photographer, you may not know that lighting is often more important than your camera, particularly when you're trying to get a specific look. That type of image-driven professional is perfect for Halumin since its open cylindrical lighting captures details by default. And it's easy to adjust the intensity of that effect simply by pushing your subject through the lighting in Halumin's staging area. Push it away from the camera and you get softer light. Bring it towards the camera and you get texture-enhancing light.
Guys who buy these coins get frustrated because they can't photograph them in the case. Yeah, that's much better. That's beautiful.
Once a coin has been appraised, it is sealed in a clear plastic case, and you can't remove it from the case without voiding that appraisal.
How do you feel like that compares to your ability to get detail with the lights you've been using?
So much better. I mean, obviously I'm an amateur, and but yeah, I mean these are much
your
better.
First 10 minutes.
Yeah, much better.
How do you feel like you're progressing?
We were off to a great start, and then Dean presented an unexpected challenge. I love a challenge.
So I have a question. A lot of us coin collectors have these microscope cameras, but they all come with these kind of rinky-dink LED lights, and so we, basically have to edit and edit and edit the photograph to make it, and then it starts to not even become the coin anymore, right? It's now your own piece of art that you're trying to sell as a coin. So is there a way to use your piece of equipment to help this?
Well, yeah, one of the things
I took one look and I got really excited. This is exactly the type of thing that Halumin is going to be really good at. So we moved Halumin over to the corner of a nearby table and we set the coin microscope inside Halumin's staging area so that we could still adjust the height and angle of the H18. Once we got it set up, I showed Dean the basics.
just changing the angle of this also changes it too, so you can kind of find the ideal spot for
Absolutely.
it. But so see how now it's like his eyebrows kind of go
Neat.
from there to...
Yeah.
So you can really find the character on his face just by moving it around.
Yeah. No, that's much better picture than what I get normally. And obviously I'm not going to have to do a lot of toning down or brightening up. That's the
After we played with this setup a little bit, it was clear that we needed to make a few adjustments. We wanted to get a broader range of Halumin movement to a full 45 degrees so we could have a wide range of lighting looks, everything from direct front light from the Halumin to the hard extreme angles that will give us those textures. Luckily, I had a solution for this situation and I brought it with me. It's a Halumin shooting table that I fashioned out of a TV tray that I bought cheaply from Amazon. I set the microscope on the tray and then we maneuvered Halumin so that we could get a full 45 degrees of movement. This setup worked really well, and once it was set up, Dean began to bring on the treasures and they revealed themselves under Halumin's beautiful light.
And that's Greek, that's from Sicily, then of, you know, kind of your standard. So there's a lot of little guys, which is also a huge problem for coin guys.
Yeah, so how do you feel about like how the coin looks on that compared to
This looks bad, right? Yeah, see.
Yeah, that's not pretty.
No. Yeah.
We discovered something interesting. For most of the coins, Halumin powered by 2 lights is the ideal light. But for a select few, particularly those that depicted a face looking straight on out of the coin, Halumin powered by 1 light actually looked better. And I think it was due to that little gradient light that raked across the face of the coin mimicked the type of lighting that you would typically find in a traditional portrait lighting setup. Once we captured a few of his coins, Dean brought out a small collection of oil lamps that were thousands of years old. It was an amazing experience to hold these ancient artifacts, and you can see by simply holding the objects at different points in the lighting environment of Halumin, different details present themselves. You don't have to keep resetting the light stands and the lights with Halumin, you just move your item through the lighting environment that it creates. What you see is what you get. Thank you, Dean, for your time and expertise. You can find Dean Kinzer at kinsercoins.com. His website connects to his social media channels if you want to follow him on one of those. All in all, today our experiment taught us that Halumin can be a great solution for capturing images and videos of coins and artifacts. If you're a dealer, content creator, or collector and you have a regular need for these types of images, check us out on our website or our Amazon shop.